Well, hello there. It's me, Sustainable Sass. Okay, so I know a lot of people have this misconception that if you live zero waste or low impact, you're spending 95% of your time in the kitchen making food or making your own household cleaning products or beauty products, and that's just not true. I do make a couple of beauty products at home. They are really simple to make, just use a couple of ingredients, and most of these ingredients are found in my kitchen, ironically enough. So, without further ado, let's talk about the ingredients. So the first ingredient that I use in so many different DIYs is actually just baking soda. It's really easy to find in bulk. If you can't find it in bulk, then you can just get it in a paper box usually. It has so many really great properties. It acts as a cleaning agent. It can also be used in homemade deodorant recipes. Baking soda is obviously great for when you're baking, but some other great applications are cleaning. You can use it in small amounts in a homemade tooth powder. Overall, baking soda is really great, natural. It can be found in so many places and also costs next to nothing. You'll end up saving some money. You'll end up using non-toxic products, and it's nice because you'll have made it yourself. Okay, my second all-purpose kitchen ingredient is going to be apple cider vinegar. You can very easily find this in glass. Apple cider vinegar is really useful in so many different recipes. For my beauty routine, I use apple cider vinegar in my hair. After I'm finished shampooing, I'll actually add a couple of tablespoons of apple cider vinegar to a cup, fill the rest of the cup up with water, and then just pour it over my hair. It is really great for keeping your hair shiny. I know it sounds like your hair is gonna smell like vinegar for the rest of the time until you wash your hair, but as soon as your hair dries, the smell pretty much goes away. I have heard of people using apple cider vinegar as a toner. You just have to mix it with some water and then you can spray it on your face. In addition to using it as a beauty product, you can actually also use apple cider vinegar to clean your house or your apartment. You can use it as sort of an all-purpose cleaner, and just like with your hair, the smell doesn't stay forever. Once it dries, it goes away. So you're solid, you have a really great non-toxic product, and you made it yourself, so chances are you probably saved a lot of money. If you are looking to save even more, you can make your own. I'm actually making my own right now. I will link a recipe below if you're interested in making your own apple cider vinegar. My third ingredient is going to be arrowroot starch or cornstarch. Clearly this one is almost run out. I'm gonna need to refill it soon. If you don't have access to arrowroot starch or cornstarch in bulk, you can most likely find it in paper packaging, and it lasts a long time. It's very inexpensive. I'll use arrowroot starch in my homemade deodorant and my homemade lip balm recipes. It's also really great if you are making your own dry shampoo. It's so simple. It's just arrowroot starch or cornstarch, and then you can add a different powder depending on what hair color you have. If you have brown hair, you can add cocoa powder to it. If you're blonde, you probably don't even need to add any sort of color to it. The starch will sort of absorb the extra oils in your hair and help your hair stay nice and fresh and beautiful and clean looking. Yeah, would recommend. Interrupting this video for kombucha break. By the way, if you were wondering what these little balls are, they are actually golden raisins. This is the first time I've actually made a flavored kombucha. Usually I'll just drink it by itself, but cheers. That's good. Okay, let's get back into it. Okay, my fourth kitchen ingredient that I use in pretty much every DIY recipe is coconut oil. I use this in my deodorant and my lip balm. Sometimes if I don't have any moisturizer on hand, I'll just use it as body lotion. You can deep condition your hair with this. It's a really, really great moisturizer. I'll use it to sort of reinforce my wood kitchen product. So I'll just rub some coconut oil on my wooden cutting board and it works great. Really easy to find everywhere, comes in glass, not too expensive. It's definitely a must if you're DIYing. Okay, on to my last and final ingredient. It's actually shea butter. So this one's gonna be a little bit harder to acquire package free. The only bulk store I've heard of that actually has shea butter in bulk is probably Rainbow Grocery. I'm sure you can find it in glass. This one I actually found on Etsy. This woman was selling them in plastic, and I asked very kindly if she would put it in a glass jar for me and sell it to me like that, and she said yes. So got really lucky there, and I've had this for the last 3 years at least. Shea butter is really great because it's incredibly nourishing for your skin. You can honestly just use it as is. Definitely a must in my personal DIY arsenal. And now I will show you how I make my homemade lip balm using only a couple of ingredients. Starting off, I'm just making a double boiler, so have to start off by boiling some water. To make this makeshift double boiler, I'm just using a bowl that I have on hand, pouring in the boiling water, and then using a mug that I have. To that, I'll be adding 2 teaspoons of shea butter, as well as 1 teaspoon of coconut oil, and I'm stirring it through until the shea butter has melted. Finally, I'm adding a ½ teaspoon of arrowroot starch, as well as 5 drops of essential oil. I'm pouring it into a small jar and then putting it in the fridge to set, and wiping the broccoli crumbs away. And after 10 minutes in the fridge, it's ready to use. And that is all that I have for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions about the ingredients that I use, feel free to leave a comment below, and I will see you guys next week.